Hey everybody, I just want to do a quick little video. It's something that I was thinking about that I kind of wanted to say something about. I mean, it's a little late after the whole revelation that Frieza's definitely in the tournament and everything, and now we're obviously a couple episodes in. But just kind of looking back at the role that it could have been filled with somebody else. Now, I know a lot of people were pushing towards Cell instead of Frieza, and I kind of get that, but I'm really not a big fan. Only because Cell kind of did his he was my personal opinion is that I feel like Frieza is going to play a role beyond this tournament, and that's why he's there, because it does more to the future storyline than just what's the tournament is by itself. But my thought is, whenever you're putting together a party for a group or an expedition or even a tournament, like, you got to have parts. And they kept picking fighters. Like, everyone was a fighter, and I get that. Like, it's a tournament. But wouldn't it make more sense? Like, whenever we had Majin Buu was a fighter, but he also showed the ability to heal back in the Majin Buu arc. He had the ability, I mean, it was his little dog he healed, but he showed the ability to heal, which in a tournament where you're worrying about stamina and injuries and everything else, that is like a sensu being in itself. Like, it's just automatically, like, you can heal up, he can protect himself, no one's about to destroy Majin Buu. He can take off fat, wrap people up, and completely incapacitate them so that they can't do anything. And that's all very pro Majin Buu, but then once we realized, for whatever reason, he was taken out, he no longer had that. And we had plenty of fighters, so I was always kind of hoping for Dende. Only for the healing aspect. He had the ability to heal the party, and they have their little circle that they were doing in the very beginning of the tournament. They threw Dende in the middle of that. Solid healer, so if anyone got damaged, you get back in the circle, Dende heals him up, he's completely guarded, and you have your mage, you have your healer, your cleric, whatever. But now you've got someone that can constantly keep helping rejuvenate everybody. And that being said, Frieza, as powerful as he is, and I'm still not completely against Frieza being in the tournament, because I think he's going to be great in fighting off some of these other stronger characters, because it is a tournament where you have to conserve your stamina and your energy and your ki. And Goku and Vegeta and Gohan can't win them all. And you run out of options there, and I get that Master Roshi's got all that experience, and Krillin's been working his butt off to try to get better, and I like the development of Krillin. I really do. I mean, Krillin really gives you that human, like, I really want to do good. Like, I'm trying so hard. Like, just give this to me. Like, I want to be a part of something. And it's nice. And 17 and 18 were going to be there because they're probably the next strongest. And, I mean, easily getting 18 in there with Krillin. And then you get to Tien Shinhan. And Tien, I don't mind his character. It's a boring character, if you ask me. It doesn't really have a lot of depth to it. It doesn't really go above and beyond. It doesn't have funny tropes. Like, you can't really do a whole lot with his character. So, I mean, instead of him, you could easily throw in, like, Dende in there. I mean, I get that Dende would be essentially useless in a fight. Like, if he ever got separated, he'd be absolutely garbage. Like, he would have no ability. And that being said, I forgot Piccolo. Piccolo, obviously important. He has power. He's plenty strong enough. He's very much intelligent enough to use tactics to take out people that are stronger than him, or at least, with help, take them out. But like I said, I really think Tien should have been the one that didn't make the cut. He's got some cool attacks, and he's got a lot going on for him. But I mean, as far as we've seen, they've done nothing to hype him up. Even in the recruitment mini arc that was going on before that, you had Tien pretty much, while he was being asked and his little story going on, he was useless. He didn't do much. He was like, oh yeah, you're stronger. But then Master Roshi kicked his ass. Just throwing that out there. Like, Master Roshi was stronger than him. So especially for all the people who think that Tien was stronger than Krillin, yeah, I'm not seeing that one. I mean, granted, Tien has not been doing a lot of training. He's been more the master in deciding stuff, like helping train up the next generation, which is really good, and I feel like that's a positive storyline. But it's kind of like with the way Gohan was like, oh, I'm gonna be a family man, but I want to be a fighter. I want to be a family man, and like he found a really good balance. Tien didn't have the time to build up that balance. He went straight from I'm the one fighting to I want to train other people to fight. And I'm okay with that. I'm 100% okay with that. They have to have people training up new people so that this way you can kind of develop the story later on, maybe do a little mini series or something, money grab, do whatever you can. But I don't think he should have been in the tournament. I mean, Krillin does a better solar flare than he does. So, I mean, one of his best techniques gone. I mean, he's got the Kikoho, but I mean, from what we originally learned, that drained your life force incredibly and was a huge detriment on all your stamina. So he can only use it so many times. Even if he's trained his body up to be able to use a newer version of it that's not as powerful, that doesn't tax the body as much, then it takes away from all its power. Like, it's just not as good anymore. But you can do it more, and I mean, that probably puts it on the same level as like a Kamehameha or a Final Flash or any just regular Ki Blast technique. So, I mean, at that level, it's really not useful. Like, it doesn't benefit the party. Whereas if you had a healer, granted, you don't need to worry about the androids. They're not going to get tired. They're just, I mean, that's kind of their gimmick in this tournament. But if Dende can heal your stamina and your energy and your health and heal you back to full right around like the 30-minute mark, that could come in real handy. And it's not like I said, he's not fighting. So he is doing absolutely nothing else besides just using all of his energy just to heal his party. So, but that's all I got. I hope you guys have a good day. And I'll see you next time.